And I turn this on, and there we go. We are live with Battle Arena.
Hooray! We're live!
So guys, welcome to this week's Battle Arena. It is week 5, week 6, but I'm gonna call it week 5 because I forgot to post the VODs for week 5, so we'll just call it week 5.
So it's like week 5 of you assholes.
So this is week 5 of Battle Arena. For those of you who are brand new watching the stream or watching this on YouTube, Battle Arena is hosted by the Trinity Force podcast, your premier League of Legends podcast. Gotta toss that in there. It is hosted by myself, Ponophobia, the host of the podcast, and Wrecker N, who is an ex-host, but my best buddy in the whole wide world.
And that's me.
That's Wrecker.
Hi!
Wrecker, how do you plan on getting a job with the amount of drugs and stuff that you do?
Well, really, I only smoke weed, and it's not that hard to just not smoke weed if you do.
Don't you need like 30 days or something?
I mean, who drug tests nowadays?
MSU.
Oh, fucking miss you.
Everybody.
Yeah.
So, oops. Stop. I gotta move that out of the way. Anyway, guys, if you are brand new to Battle Arena, this is a weekly casted game by myself and Wrecker, as I said before, and we allow you guys to go 5-on-5. There is no voice communication allowed. It's just like solo queue. Bronze to gold level players get to jump in, and they are allowed to play. And what we do is we break down everything you guys are doing while you are playing, and we tell you if you are doing good, bad, or indifferent.
Yeah, and it's been quite popular. We actually have some names that I recognize from previous weeks joining us again.
As we seem to have. There's been quite a bit of interest in it, and I'm sure we'll get more as the night goes on. We'll probably do 2 games tonight like we normally do. We are starting a little early. For those of you who want to get in on this, join channel T-Force in-game. You can see it right here. I'll move the overlay out of the way, but T-Force in-game. You just go click in the bottom right-hand corner. View chat room's control panel, and then click that button and type in T-Force.
It's so easy to do. Why not?
Right.
And then you can auto-join that channel. Show them how to auto-join, too.
Oh, shit, I gotta turn this thing back off. So, yeah, auto-join here. There's a cog in the upper right-hand corner. Click that and tell it to auto-join on startup. That way you are always joining the channel and you're always in it and listening to us talk about whatever it may be that we talk about.
Yeah, a lot of people, haven't figured out the auto-join yet, apparently, because they always
Really?
complain that they have to join the channel all the time.
Really?
I get that, probably 3 times a week.
Yeah, no, there's an auto-join here, so...
Yep.
As I said before, normally we just kind of bullshit through Champ Select because there's not really much to say about it. Maybe banning, but all the bans besides Irelia look normal, I would say. Actually, I would probably ban Elise maybe in solo queue.
Yeah, she did just get changed, though, so she's a little weaker early.
She breaks even and actually gets more powerful at level 15 than she was before.
Yeah.
So
She's
that's
stronger late, weaker early, which is probably not a bad change for her.
right. The biggest change coming out of there's 2 big changes here. The biggest change coming out of her is that her Q does a significant amount of less damage than
A significant less amount of damage.
yeah, significantly less amount of damage on minions and monsters, not just minions.
Yeah.
She's fine in lane though. Nothing has really changed for her for the amount of damage she's doing to champions or not. It's really just the jungle monsters that ate it.
Yeah, and which is that's reasonable because really she was able to just clear camps extremely quickly and keep up lane pressure like no other.
Well, I don't really have a problem with it. I had a problem with her before just because she was pick or ban status, but the way it's looking, and now that for Riot for whatever reason has been pumping out patches quite quickly lately, and Lee Sin is slated, Pantheon's got slated to get a big nerf, and I think we're gonna start slowly seeing utility junglers coming back because of that.
Oh yeah, definitely. There's no doubt that's where it's going. It's kind of like the 2 things that has always happened with the jungle is utility junglers will be popular, and then it'll be carry junglers, and then it'll be utility junglers, and then it'll be carry junglers. Just goes back and forth.
Right. I didn't have a problem with the junglers that they had playing now. They just were a little too powerful, and I think they were heavy-handed with the nerfs to these junglers. It feels like they just want to kick them out of the jungle completely. Like this Pantheon nerf that we're looking at right now, it's slated for 4.5 or 4.6. His jump range you can jump from the fountain to just over the other side of the Nexus.
Which is ridiculous.
2,000 range.
Which
before you can jump to the end of the
especially
base.
given the amount of time it takes to actually cast it and then drop is just you could almost run that distance anyway.
Right. And they also nerfed his W, so it does 0.5 second stun at level 1. So why would you even play him at that point? Like, you just nerf the champion into obscurity.
Yeah, the stun, I can totally understand that one. Weaken his early game pressure, and that's reasonable. But the ultimate, in addition to the stun, is just plain pretty.
Yeah, you just can't do both. It's one or the other. It's kind of like Nocturne. They reduced Nocturne's radius, and he was still being played, but he didn't have that extreme pressure like Pantheon has, and that's fine. Reduce that, but don't start reducing other pieces of his kit, because the stun wasn't the issue. It was you could drop in at level 6,
Definitely.
undetected.
What I would have liked to have seen is actually they changed the ult to what it is now, and then just reduce the cast time it takes for him to actually go up and drop.
Remove a half second or second off it or something.
Yeah, and that's actually totally legit. Especially with the reduced cooldown in addition to that.
And increase the range on it as you level up.
Yeah.
Right. I don't know if that... We were just looking at level 6, so I don't know if it scales now. And again, we're talking about slated 4.5 changes to Pantheon. But as we are jumping in here, this game, we are about to be on the 3-minute spectator delay. So we should look at these teams and what people got going on here.
Yeah, you should start that. I'm going to go run in the other room real quick and get a shot.
Okay. So as we're looking here, we do see that Rumble is making an appearance in the top lane. Thresh and Varus in the bottom lane, Lee Sin in the jungle, and Fizz in the middle, going against Jarvan, Caitlyn, Diana, I'm going to assume that's top lane Mordekaiser, and a Leona support. However, this Mordekaiser with no flash, we all know that listening live right now that you should always take flash. There's no reason to ever not have flash. Like, I understand with the teleport changes that you should probably be taking teleport in the top lane unless you're playing a jungler that is, or excuse me, a top laner that is going to get a kill. But you need to have one or the other. You don't not take flash. Right, Wrecker?
I was just trying to figure out who didn't take flash, and yeah, you're absolutely right. Especially with the Mordekaiser, who innately has no escapes anyway.
And it looks like he's going in the top lane, where you're going to need some kind of escape. I was just saying, like, with the teleport changes, we're probably going to, and especially with the slated teleport changes coming up in 4-5, that a lot of top laners besides Olaf and Renekton are going to be taking teleport. So it's fine for someone like Ryze or someone like Mordekaiser, if they play in the top lane, to take teleport.
Yeah, who have the bigger impact in team fights rather than just a 1v1.
Mm-hmm. So top lane is a farm lane, so that's why you would take that. You just keep yourself safe. But rolling Ignite with that, you know he's going to want to go for an early kill, or he's going to want to go for an early push into his first item and then back for a kill. Knowing that, the jungler can start to camp that top lane, or can start to be in the correct position.
Which is definitely what Lee Sin's going to want to do against a Mordekaiser anyway, even if he's not running that strategy.
Right. Well, make him blow his flash, and then you just go sit up there.
Yeah, I mean, now you're just going to expect the Lee Sin to sit on the Mordekaiser, like, 90% of the time. 9 out of 10 games, Lee Sin's going to sit on Mordekaiser in this situation.
Especially Lee Sin, out of all of them.
Yeah, it's no contest.
Fairly easy to slow him down and pop a Q and get in.
If I was Lee Sin in this game, I would not even consider ganking other lanes early.
Well, you know what? I might consider, we say you should probably go bottom lane, but look at this bottom lane. They should be able to handle themselves fairly easily.
And what you're going to want to look for in the bottom lane isn't necessarily kills anyway. You're going to want to have the Thresh keeping the Leona off of your AD carry, and you're going to want to have the Varus farming to outscale the Caitlyn.
Right. Bottom lane is going to have some trouble though, because once Leona hits 6, since they have no movement, since Varus has no way to move quickly around, or has no escape ability, he can very easily get caught and die at level 6.
Yeah, definitely. But I gotta love the Varus Rumble combo. If Rumble and Varus can get their ultimates synced, absolutely phenomenal. Then Fizz just goes off and finishes everybody.
Yeah, their team fight is much more powerful. But as it is solo queue, it's more. I don't know if it'll come down to team fights.
Yeah,
you never know with solo queue, right?
I mean, honestly, I've been surprised with solo queue this season. Like, I've been having amazing luck with my teams. They all just seem to know what to do. And I don't know if that's just because I'm playing in higher elo now or what.
I feel like that's platinum level here.
Yeah.
Once you start getting up to like plat and high gold, people suddenly understand how to team fight for the most part. I mean, there's still mistakes. There's just less mistakes made.
Yeah, which low elo is pretty much you could carry a game by yourself, but I don't think you can do that so much anymore. In Platinum.
You have to be really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, we have the Arctic Ops Varus coming in here.
Your League of Legends client froze and stopped responding. Oh, but there it goes.
Yeah, no, it does that every time I come in a game.
Really?
Yeah.
That's not normal. You should fix that.
My game loads fine and it works fine when I get in there.
I have no idea why, but I moved my desk from like one side of the room to the other, so basically I just unhooked my computer everywhere and hooked everything back in. But since I did that, I get 40 more FPS than I did.
What?
I jumped from 110 to 150 for like no apparent reason.
You probably knocked some dust loose.
I must have like knocked something in better or something. That's the craziest thing though.
That's interesting, is what that is. I'm interested in how this game's going. We got Kobe Monster here playing Fizz into more than likely that Diana, and I kind of feel like Fizz has the upper hand on that. Diana did recently get a buff to her passive. She gained +3 or +2. It's point +2.
I think it was +0.2.
Yeah,
and I think
but
that
that's
was,
every third attack.
and that was more so because of the Lich Bane changes than anything else.
Right.
Just because Lich Bane got nerfed, so they compensated a lot of the other champions by giving them a little bit more damage.
Oh, I want to move these guys. There we go. Let me move them. Thank you. Oh,
Or at least the champions that heavily relied on Lich Bane.
So there we go. Everything's moved and directed camera's going to go. We'll just see how this goes. Ward changes wards did get changed in this patch. The trinkets now take 2 minutes rather than a minute 30.
Which, oh my god, that's just so silly.
I'm not upset with the change because it forces support players now to decide what they want to buy. Like, do we want to go for an early invade? Okay, well, we have to give something up for that.
Yeah, but the problem with that is, like, the early invade is now just like, it's 9 out of 10 times going to work because the enemy team is not going to be able to ward against it.
But that's really no different than how Season 2 was. Yes, a lot of people had wards in Season 2, but you were also giving something up to get those wards. Like,
Yeah.
you didn't have the Doran items, in Season... I say Season 2, I mean Season 3.
Yeah, I just feel like with the way the vision changes, or with the way the vision is now and the trinkets and stuff, it's just such a more it's just a higher percentage chance that an early invade will pay off.
So Lee Sin's over here starting at his red buff, which I don't necessarily agree with because of that Mordekaiser. I think he should be starting blue on the red side and then moving up to top.
Definitely, especially since he's going to want to gank top early. The only thing I can see him wanting to do is maybe going with level 2 gank top, and that's why he's starting red, which is actually not a bad idea. That's probably going to be unexpected.
Right. And it can work, but you're also gambling that they aren't taking your blue at that time or invading for your blue.
Yeah.
Or because Halfbent right now, if we look over here, Halfbent playing Jarvan starting at his blue, he could have started red. More than likely he should have because he could have gotten a little bit of help, and Mordekaiser would have been late to lane, who is not even helping him. And then he could have gone
apparently
over to
just
blue.
AFK at the moment.
All right, Supa, you got this. We're gonna zoom in on you, Supa. Come on, Supa. Yeah, look at you stand there. Oh, he's helping.
There
All
he
right.
is. And okay. So for those of you watching, obvious mistake there. Sitting AFK after the game started, and he ends up missing 2, maybe 3 minions. I think he just missed that third one, didn't he?
I didn't even have it looking at him right now.
Yeah, I think he just missed the third minion. So he just missed an incredible amount of experience because he was AFK. And that top lane is probably going to go in Rumble's favor if he takes advantage of
Yeah,
it.
easily. Someone yelling lag. I don't know if that's true. Go chat. So Diana over here actually pushing early, but taking lots of harass. The problem, I wouldn't have pushed this early if I couldn't have helped it, but Diana kind of does on her own.
Oh, that's the skin I just gifted you. That's G.I. Joe Arctic Varus.
Oh, are we looking at the bottom? Yeah, G.I. Joe Arctic Varus. Apparently, like, his stacks do grenades around people.
What?
Yeah.
That is awesome.
That's really interesting. I like how I did that. Oh, look at how fast it's going. Oh, man. I'm still not used to this camera. I don't do enough of this.
Okay, so Jarvan taking his red, pretty normal. He's low health.
Yeah, and just lots of poking going on mid lane. Right now, no one's really playing any differently than they should be. Jarvan going to take his red now there. But knowing how far that's pushed up, Jarvan should also be ready to go help out Diana here in the mid lane because of how far it's pushed up. You should know the jungler's going to be there. And as she's sitting, here comes the gank in here. Lee Sin missing his Q, so unfortunately not going to be able to get too much off. The slow is down, the flash out, the ignite is down, flash out of Honey Badger, able to get out of there. See, and if J4 was there, they probably could have turned that very easily. Oh,
Yeah,
shit,
he
I
didn't
couldn't see
even
that.
move
Caitlyn
until
actually
late.
getting destroyed in the bottom lane, getting caught with more than likely a Flay.
Yeah,
Hook.
that's but probably hook and a play.
So, unfortunately, Caitlyn should not be getting hooked at all because you have that long range. So you should be using A to move around and attack. We do see Lee Sin coming up in here. Let's see if Mordekaiser notices this. She's walked past the ward. Mordekaiser is walking behind. Don't turn around, Searing. Keep going in. Keep going in, Searing. Toss it in the bush right there. Grab him.
You got this.
Hit him, you got it. Oh, Supa, he wants to go all in for this. The Ignite is not down yet. Supa is slowed. Stake Jones doing a fantastic job. The Ignite is down by Stake Jones, but Supa's going to keep going. He wants this man mode into this. No flash to get out of there. More than likely, this is second blood. He is going to die as he turns around. Dead.
Okay, so Mordekaiser obviously probably could have just ran back to turret and played safe and not tried to just trade. What would have been a best situation 1-for-1, probably not even gonna get that. Instead, he should have just ran back for his turret. But he is gonna use the teleport, come back in, and not lose any farm.
Yeah, unfortunately. I mean, that's fine, but you still died, and then actually we see chemistry going here. Flash under there, but the barrier is out. Now the damage comes down, and they are doing bottom lane is doing quite a good job down here of continuing to push Caitlyn and Leona out of here. Caitlyn and Leona, not one of my most favorite lanes.
It's definitely a lane where the support can't carry as hard because the Caitlyn's got to get a lot of poke off before the Leona can actually decide, hey, now we can all in.
see,
Especially against a lane like a Thresh Varus.
Right, when you have this big a minion wave right here too, Caitlyn can be sitting up with this minion wave and poking, like, very easily, and not be getting worried about any kind of hooks or anything. Like,
Yeah.
You should be zoning together right now. Your wave is so huge. You should be helping each other. Now, we see J4 coming in here. There is no ward down. Oh, fuck, sorry for the camera. The hook goes down on the J4, and the E caught of Varus just to slow him down. So, unfortunate gank. Lots of pings coming mid. It looks like Lee Sin wants to come here and gank mid. I was just going to talk. If you guys are watching this and the bit rate is low, it's because Twitch is stopping me. It's not because of what I have set up. I have set up best quality right now.
Yeah,
I'm
and
streaming 1080p.
they're going in the mid lane now.
Yeah, damage going down here. We do see J4 coming in here. J4 did make a good jump around, but Fizz with that E is able to get out of there. Honey Badger still staying in. Look at this. Fantastic job by Halfbat by realizing that he needed to come mid. He probably could have been there a second sooner, but he was just bot. I wasn't actually looking what he was doing, so I can't really
He had
talk
pretty
about
good
that.
reaction time to get there, I think.
Yeah, you can't really complain about that.
But what I was going to say is with the gank bottom where the Jarvan was coming in through the tri-brush, the Leona actually ran back up through the tri-brush rather than going just down the lane. What she should have done is realized, hey, J4 is probably going to push these guys back into the lane and gone through the lane up towards them and could have cut them off and let the J4 catch them as well.
Yeah, absolutely. The J4 should have just committed. Once you're down there, you have to commit. But just pull the trigger. You know,
Yeah,
jump
but
in
really,
and start something
really
out.
with the situation, J4 needed the Leona to be in position.
You're right. Actually, okay, so we had to look down here of who's got what. 32 CS to 44. Oh, this Caitlyn going too far up. Caitlyn, don't walk up there. Don't do that. CS is never worth being out of position like that.
The Flay did miss, luckily for her.
You're right. Decent put out here. We do see the mid lane, but look at this. This Diana is just kicking the shit out of Fizz with the amount of CS that he has.
Yeah, Diana with twice as much farm. Fizz only got the Crystalline Flask on his back, whereas Diana got the Doran's Ring. That's probably what's going on here.
Right. I would have rather picked up that extra Doran's Ring as Fizz anyway, because you know that you're going to proc 6 shortly after. Bottom lane, we do see that Leona is going in here on the Varus, but Caitlyn is not ready to follow up. Misses an extra auto attack because she was too busy last hitting. We do see mid lane, though. Lucilius to go in. The ultimate comes out of Fizz, but it's too late as they didn't put their moves together.
Yeah. And what I was going to say with the Flash Doran's Ring is Fizz is just really a champion that doesn't necessarily want to sit in the lane and sustain farm. He's a champion which wants to go all in, and the Doran's Ring much better for that than the Flask.
Right. You shouldn't need the life. Like, against this Diana right now, if she's pushing up that far, call for some jungler help. We do see the mid lane. He did that Ignite. You can't pop the Ignite if the Q doesn't hit. You have to wait for Lee Sin to go in. Whenever a gank happens, be aware of what your partner who is ganking is doing.
Yeah, you definitely want to save the Ignite for when the Q actually hits.
Hell, you can use that Ignite to execute if you need to. Like that just to get that one tick of it to execute is fine.
Definitely.
So what do we do? I'm going to look over here. We do see that Halfman is actually a level up on this Lee Sin by quite a bit. He's almost level 6. Lee Sin is just now proccing level 5.
Yeah, and somebody in chat asked if we like the wriggles on the Lee Sin. The wriggles with the changes in the current patch on Lee Sin, not a terrible item. He's not necessarily the jungler that I would expect to see that on.
I would have said that he was one of the junglers. Like if Feral Flame comes out, I would put it on him for sure because of
I'm still not even sure what the Feral Flame does, honestly.
No, it just stacks up and adds more damage.
Okay, but yeah, like like I guess he does get the ward for the ward jump, so that's not bad.
Right.
I didn't think about that.
But look at this down here, the bottom lane. Leona is going in hard. The ultimate comes out. Jory has been caught. The exhaust goes down. Nice ignite. The chains are out. We do see that Fizz is coming down out of here. Will they be able to continue to finish this? No, Fizz with the ultimate. Going to be able to turn this round. The Q comes out, getting the kill. That's a double kill, though. Kaboom. Done.
That was a really good ult from the Fizz. Man, did you see that Varus ult? The chains?
Yes, I did.
So cool looking. So cool.
I can't believe that Varus didn't die. I don't think that Caitlyn was ready for the engage, was the problem
Yeah.
there. So right here, I want to point out that Honey Badger is doing the proper thing. He knew that Fizz was gone, and instead of reacting to the gank, he's now pushing mid lane. And if you can get mid lane nearly dead, oh, top lane though, look at Supa just going hard in onto this Rumble. I'm actually
even
surprised.
after the early disadvantage, the Mordekaiser actually not doing bad against the Rumble. He's up CS on him.
I wonder if that's... I'm just curious. Oh, shit. What are we down here? Oh, Halfman going hard with the flash down. Oh, can he do it? The Q takes it, but the minions. Are the minions going to be OP? Minions? No.
Oh, that was so close. Calculated.
24 life. I want it.
Right there.
I remember to watch the Biddy Map. So Honey Badger going here. So right now, if I'm Fizz, what I need to be thinking is I need to be going in on this Diana as much as possible. Like, I need to be poking her down, but unfortunately, when she has blue buff, it makes it a little hard to do.
I would be thinking that had I actually had the Doran's Ring instead of the Crystalline Flask. Since I have the Crystalline Flask, if I'm Fizz, I'm thinking I probably can't all in this Diana.
Well, he did go back, and he spent that. Okay, he still got a double kill, and he spends it on boots and amplifying tome. I would have rather have picked up a piece of his DFG rather than those boots right now, just to get that extra cooldown reduction.
Even better than the DFG, he needs to go for the early Sheen.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Sheen on Fizz just too important not to have it.
And that extra mana early would have helped. He doesn't need the boots right now because, I mean, yes, he's getting stomped by this Diana, but it's not because of positioning. It's because of it's really because of that early purchase.
Yeah.
But Kobe going in here, the ultimate comes down. Honey Badger is now hit by the ultimate. Kobe is not going in, though, even though the ultimate hit. Kobe, you got to go in harder, buddy. The flash is out and Knight's down. Honey Badger. Oh, shit, Lee Sin, why? Kobe, what are you doing, buddy? You could have made it out of there. Just keep running.
Diana might pick up 2 here.
We do see that Jarvan's coming around from the side,
go
though.
towards the Jarvan! What are you doing? Oh, he gets it anyway. Oh, my goodness.
Well, bottom lane, the chains actually miss, and the ultimate comes down out of Leona, but Leona's not staying in there because the Caitlyn is not following up. So this Caitlyn right now, Chemistry, you have to be ready to follow up. You know when Leona hits 6 and you're playing against a Varus who has no escape and a Thresh who has no escape, that Leona is more than likely going to go in all the time, especially when her ultimate's up. Pay attention. Look in your upper left-hand bar. Look at the ultimate. If she's going in, fuck your CS. Go in with her.
And I don't know if you saw it, but the Thresh did flay shortly before that, so we had to have a little bit of delay after the Leona came in.
Well, you mean, did he flay before that?
Yeah, just a little bit before it.
So it was perfect timing. When that flay is down, you know you can go in. We do see J4 coming down here. The pings are out. He knows. So J4 right now, they should be going for Dragon. If these guys decide to walk back, so there is some strategy to how you want to start doing Dragon. They're calculated. Like, you don't always have to take it, but you can definitely start it and then see how the players react and force players to react. Oh, Halfbet being caught out here. The damage is coming down. The Fox is out. The ultimate coming out of J4. J4 EQing out of there. Perfect play by him, but the Q had landed. There's a 4-person gank coming down here. Diana's going to come in and try to kill somebody on Searing. Look at the damage that Diana is doing out of those. The Moonlights are, what are they called? Crescent Strikes are landing. This Diana pretty much 4v3, 1A rather?
Trying. 3v1 trying to, but did not make it. I guess he did take down the Lee Sin.
But that Caitlyn's still not responding.
And this is where the purple team should be taking the dragon. This is a really easy dragon opportunity for them, even if they don't have a jungler.
No, they should have all just moved to dragon. You don't need the jungler. You know the jungler's dead. Your jungler's dead. You more than likely can take dragon. And you know this Caitlyn has not been responding to anything that you're doing. So why not?
I mean, at the very least, Caitlyn comes and you don't get dragon, but you kill her.
Just like they're about to kill her now?
Yeah.
Yeah, that flash wasn't needed, Varus. Oh,
he's
Varus!
on the trap!
Oh, Kobe
no!
gonna get. Oh, is it a double kill for J4? Just happened to be down there. Holy crap! That
And the
misplay.
Blue team needs to take a counter dragon here. They
Right
lost
now.
the fight before. J4 came in and cleaned
No,
up.
just let him go. Let him go. There you go.
Dragon.
Yeah, no, just let that go too. Just go right to dragon. Let it stay and go to dragon. Don't push. Go to dragon. Don't go to top lane. Don't care about top lane. Sorry if you're playing
Nobody
in the
gives
top
a
lane.
fuck about this dragon. I don't know if these players know it, but this dragon is worth a lot of gold.
Hey guys, did you know there's a little flying thing here in the middle that we could see? Wait, what's the hotkey for it? Is it red, blue, all?
I have no idea.
I don't know what the fucking hotkey is to do this. I guess I have to click Fog of War.
Oh.
But anyway, there's a little flying monster there, and he gives gold that continues to gain value as the game goes on. And you're 13 minutes in the game, you're gonna get about 200 gold off it, you might as well take it. Oh, the pings are coming down now. A little late for that, guys. Oh shit, this darkness going in hard. Level 9 to level 7, can he do it? This Caitlyn has actually responded to something. The kick over, but the damage is out. Don't kick him into a Thresh. What's
Now
Thresh
that's
gonna do?
another opportunity for the dragon team, and they're not taking it. The enemy jungler's dead. There's no smite steal opportunity.
No, but J4 is so low right now.
It doesn't matter. The Leona's full health. The Diana can come down.
Oh, but Honey Badger getting blown up right now. That ultimate did come down here. Can he do it? The two jumps out of him. The lantern comes down and is allowed to save Kobe as Honey Badger runs out of the way. I don't know any of Diana's
Well played by
abilities.
Diana to just get out of there and not chase the kill.
Moonfall and Crescent Strike. All right, I could never remember the name of her abilities because you don't see her as often
Yeah.
ever. So I can never remember what the hell they're called. So right now, perfect opportunity then for them to start Dragon. Just do it.
Yeah, this is another opportunity where the purple team can start dragon. This is the fourth dragon
at this.
opportunity in
Look
the
at
last
chemistry.
like
Down right
2.5 minutes, and nobody is taking it.
Yeah, just start Dragon. Lee Sin. Go to Dragon right now. Don't fight in the bottom lane. Stop fighting the ultimate from Varus misses, and the E misses as well for the slow. But the hook, man, the hook misses.
Oh, and a miss.
Oh, but J4's down here now.
Could have had the dragon really low already, and the Lee Sin could have came and just finished it off with the QQ
Yeah, Lee
smite.
Sin could have been there by that time, but they're too worried about getting kills. And I think this is one of the things that happens in solo queue. People just want kills when the game is won by attrition.
Yeah, definitely.
Like by attrition, I mean that like you're slowly winning the game by taking out. Oh, Stake Jones, just keep going, buddy. Just keep going. You've got the cooldowns. Oh no, now you're dead. You had to do it while the cooldowns were down, but you turned around. This game.
This is just so silly. So many dragon opportunities. Even
So,
here now, the
what is-
dragon, as we speak, or the purple team, as we speak, has another opportunity to pressure dragon. Jarvan's in the mid lane, out of position. Everybody's already right there.
So what have we learned today, stream viewers?
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Take Dragon. And Thresh. What's the hook for? No one's there. Just save your cooldowns, buddy. Sealed it with me, Wrecker.
Still with you. Jarvan's up, taking the red buff there.
Oh, but look at this Diana go hard in mid lane, blowing up the Lee Sin who had to got forced out of a flash. This Diana's just huge right now. Clicking that meshes too. The flash goes over to J4, missing his EQ combo, but not a big deal. This Diana's just so big.
Yeah, and it all just snowballed off that one buy, which I think was just a huge mistake by Viz.
Right.
Getting the flask rather than the Doran's ring.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So, Stake Jones now going down here, down in the mid. This could really, if I was Mordekaiser, I'd probably continue to split push and ward up the jungle and allow Rumble to walk around. Because no one's taking dragons, there's nothing really big going on out here. Oh man, Honey Badger going hard on the stake. Can he do it? The E comes down out of Supa onto him. Honey Badger going in hard. Did he
Takes out Viz
flash?
instead.
He didn't flash, right?
I don't think he did.
No, he didn't. Okay, that was an E.
But yeah, like you said, the blue team needs to start taking over control of the enemy jungle. They have 2 sweepers. They can get in there. They need to go down to the bottom lane, take that turret out, and then continue to
Oh my
pressure
God.
up.
What is
Maybe
this? Is this a 17-minute dragon?
17-minute dragon. We're finally seeing the blue team take the dragon, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. 17 minutes in, they decided it's safe.
Right, we're waiting. Don't worry, we're waiting. This Supa, he's going in hard, though. You got a fight that has started out now. The box is coming out. We do see Diana going hard up here on the Lee Sin. However, the ultimate comes out of J4. The double wombo, but the Rumble is just a little too late putting it down there. Diana is just too big and zoning 2 people out of the fight the entire time.
That Varus Ghost doing work over here.
Did he get a
Then he's-
Varus in the middle of
I
that?
don't
I
think he
couldn't
did
tell who
anything.
killed.
He needs to start pushing the mid lane though. They got the Varus Ghost. They basically have a 6v3 push right now.
Yeah, just continue pushing.
Yeah, they have 280 carries to push. And it looks like that's what they are going to do.
See, I really want to come in one of these battle arenas for people that, you know, might talk to us and be like, but it worked for me. Oh, Leona going in hard! Gonna go in here. Gonna take the damage. The E comes down, giving us her armor, but the EQ out of Supa doing too much damage. Diana's going in hard in here. Kobe Monster trying to get out with the dash over onto Leona. Leona is taking the tower shots. No, she's not. Sorry, Honey Badger is. But as I was gonna say, sometimes I want to play these battle arenas because I feel like after this game, Supa's gonna go, but it worked for me. I had teleport ignite. And I'm gonna go, oh, okay, I'll play you in top lane. Let's go, buddy.
I'll show you why it doesn't work.
I'll show you, exactly. Oh, I'll get Wrecker in the jungle. I'll play the top lane. We'll just show you guys. Yes, it works for you one game. Yes, it can work in bronze and stuff. But don't get bad habits.
Yeah, that's definitely one of the things. Like, I see a lot of people like climb from silver to gold using like one champion or one strat, and then they'll continue to try and use it, and it doesn't work, and they don't get why it doesn't work. And it's like, well, you're playing better players that know how to beat that.
Right. Oh, you have teleport. Congratulations. If you're gonna do anything, I would almost say barrier, ignite, and get that, you know, force them all in. People don't remember that you have barrier.
Even if they don't remember that you have barrier, it's you can force them into a situation where they're going to flash out.
Right. So Honey Badger in here with the blue buff. This mid tower is going to go down because no one was ready to. Oh, Honey Badger going in hard onto Jory. The ultimate comes down out again out of her. She's getting hooked out of the way. The flame misses for some reason. J4 going hard here. The boss comes down. The flash out of the way, but that red buff doing work. Nope, not enough.
This Honey Badger don't give a fuck. Nobody is taking his turret, even if it's 3v1.
Unfortunate use of a bunch of ultimates that are, ultimates there. So right now Rumble has to respond to this. Rumble has to go mid. This Lee Sin just didn't make enough plays early, and he's building damage. He's not building a tank. Like, they don't have anybody that can start a fight right now. Like, they are reliant on Rumble to ultimate. Oh, but speaking of ultimates, Fizz comes out. The Rumble ultimate comes down. Equalizer on his face. Flash over the wall. Perfectly played by there. Supa is coming in here, though. Lantern is out. You picked up Leona. Not the person you necessarily want to put it down on. The Leona ultimate coming out of here. Flash into the bush. Can Jory pick this up? Doesn't have any mana to really do anything. Lee Sin is going to be able to pick it up with a nice Q combo. So now we're walking up into the top lane. We'll see what the hell happens. Can they catch him? No. Honey Badger going in hard on that Fizz who was out of position.
Purple team still wants blood.
Wow, people just want this. Oh, Halfman jumping over the wall and trying to stop that. The ultimate has landed onto Searing Darkness. Honey Badger is smelling it. Honey Badger, can you do it? Pull him in with your E. Pull him in. There it is. The Searing Dragon is going down.
So right as that fight started, I was actually about to say that Fizz is actually like the one team on the purple team or the one person on the purple team that could start a fight simply because he's so far behind. But he does a lot of damage, and all he needs to do is just get out his initial burst and try and let his teammates, which have a little bit more gold and damage, clean up.
So you know what's funny about this game right now? It's now obviously it started to snowball very, very hard, very heavily. And again, we're gonna to attribute that to this Diana outplaying the Fizz in mid and Fizz not getting that snowball that he needed going. But it's funny that they don't need Caitlyn. Caitlyn was in the bottom lane for that entire fight, so it was a 4v5.
I didn't even notice that actually.
Honey Badger getting caught out of here after he took the blue buff from them. Stake Jones going in hard, not managing his heat properly because that slow was not enough. Let's see what he's maxing. Okay, so he decided to go the QE max, which almost against Mordekaiser, I would say I would max WQ instead because it'll give you that larger shield. Like in a top lane.
Well,
I know we're talking a
a
little
lane
bit back.
butcher, I would think the Q would still be better.
Well, no, I'm saying max Q but W second to allow that shield so you can get in. And push
Oh,
the lane
okay,
back.
I got you, yeah.
I know we're kind of going back to laning phase, and they were doing fairly well up there, but there was a couple of misplays by the Rumble that I think if he would have maxed that, he would have been able to stay in the lane a little longer.
Yeah.
But again, this is just you know.
Definitely, anytime you're losing the lane in the top lane, you want to say, okay, what is gonna keep me in the lane the longest, where I can soak up the most XP and gold?
Oh, Jory again missing that ultimate in the mid.
If you're already losing the top lane, you're not trying to kill the enemy top laner. You're trying to just get the golden experience you can.
Right. Oh, nice Lantern to get the hell out of there. So the big fight come down here. Oh, threading the needle out. The box is out of here, but they look like too big. Fantastic ultimate.
That was great ult.
an equalizer and a Fizz ultimate. Really, they should be turning this around right now. They have what it takes to get out of here. Thresh is being pushed out of there. They could have gone on to Honey Badger pretty hard to flash out of Stake Jones, but that is going to be too much as Diana is too large and too big to get out.
Yeah, I don't think the purple team could have turned that around simply because the blue team was so far ahead. Had this been a little more even game, the purple team probably would have taken really hard control over that fight after that Fizz Rumble ult combination.
Yeah, you know, I don't disagree, but at the same time, like when you're that far behind, you kind of have to try and make some plays, and if it's not under your turret, you're getting caught out.
I mean, that's one of those situations where you're like, wow, we hit the perfect ult, we gotta try it.
Yes, that's where I was going with this. So Honey Badger going in hard, picking up George and obliterating him. I mean, this game is just run out of control. Honey Badger is too big to deal with right now with the items that everyone has. So if you look right now, Wriggle's Lantern. Obviously, I was thinking that was Pharaoh Flame. Never mind. Forget that. I forgot that's
Pharaoh
not
Flame
in
not in the
patch.
game.
Next patch. This is why you don't read patch notes, kids. Because then you think things are going to be in the game that are actually not.
Yeah. Okay. So blue team at this point definitely looking like they're gonna wanna, or definitely looking like they are going to win. Purple team, if they want to come back, they're gonna have to make sure that the blue team doesn't push down and get the middle inhibitor or the Baron. They're gonna have to farm this out. Wait till their Varus gets stronger. Wait till their Rumble gets stronger. Wait till that Fizz gets maybe a Rabadon's Death Cap or
Red
a
was
Death
doing
Firegrass.
so well early. Like Varus and Thresh were doing well early. They actually got a little early kill. Lee Sin did decently well early, but he fell behind because he missed a couple ganks. Because
Well, look at the
Diamonds.
Jarvan, 6-1-11, 17
Right, well, what I'm
out
getting
of
to
22
here
kill
was-
participation.
I'm talking dragons. Like, the theme of this game has been dragons. People were not taking dragons when they needed to be taking them. Like, Red had a couple chances to take dragons early, and that could have helped them into those mid games and maybe made up for the fact that Fizz fought poorly.
Yeah, definitely. The extra Dragon Gold, especially with as many opportunities as we pointed out that they had to, like, just at least start the dragon. Oh,
Right.
there's a disconnect, so there might be a pause coming in.
If they remember. Yep, there it is. Pause is out. But here's another problem with Varus and why he's not played, because right now we're in a very mobility heavy, dive heavy comps. Like mid is going to either push you out of position or is going to dive on top of you. So playing a champion that has no mobility or playing a champion that has no mobility without a front line is a bad choice.
Definitely. And the Diana being 8-1-5 and has Lasagna is going to be incredibly hard to peel off the AD carry if you're the purple team.
I mean, I know it's solo queue, and I know he picked it second, but when you're looking at that and you're watching what people are picking, unless you are like God mode Lee Sin, you know, high gold, whatever, like you should probably be picking a different champion. It's
Something
hard-
like a J4 where you can be not quite so mechanically
J4
humble
was
and
first
still
picked.
do well.
Yeah, J4 was first pick, so pick utility, pick a Mumu. Even a Mumu would have turned a lot of these things around, this game around. Like,
yeah,
I feel like
Amumu
these
actually
champions
has
should
a
be
much
played.
stronger ult in team fights than J4.
Right. I feel like a lot of these champions, like, people want to be flashy with Lee Sin, and people want to be flashy with, you know, Rumble or whatever it may be. But pick the champions that are being played right now for a reason. They're being played for a reason because they're powerful and they don't, for the most part, don't require a lot of skill.
Yeah, and not even that it's necessarily such a bad thing to be flashy. It's good to be flashy if you're, say, Insect. But if you're only flashy 1 out of 100 times, well, why not be consistent?
Yeah, exactly. Oh, we do see that Captain Chemistry. I don't know why the fuck I call him Chestnut, but actually, Red Team doing what they need to do. Lots of pings coming down on here as they're losing the top tower. This Caitlyn really hasn't done anything, so the ultimate equalizer coming out. Pretty poorly placed equalizer, if I would say so myself, by Diana. Oh my god. Did you see the damage on that Fizz?
I missed it.
Yeah, because he died.
The equalizer wasn't necessarily poorly placed. It was placed well. The purple team, however, wasn't in a position to actually collapse on top
See,
of
when
it.
I said poorly, I was thinking he should have placed it more on an angle. So if someone was running a weight through it, they would have had to run through it. Like you had a chance to, you know, counterplay it.
rather than just run the whole length of the lane.
Right.
Gotcha.
But he would have had to. They would have had to run up at an angle and around it.
Yeah, really.
But you know, you can also use it to get the minions off. When it's that low, you might as well try to place it in an advantageous position for you. So really, I think blue team could just play silly here and keep pushing this down. But if they want to
Yeah,
play
I think
safe,
the blue team could actually end it here pretty easily.
right.
They have a really big lead. 13k gold.
Oh man, that EQ combo getting stuffed by the hook, but the flash is out of there. Rumble is coming out here. No Rumble, no ultimates to come out. Fizz is in. We do see Ignite down on Leona. Not a person I would blow my Ignite down on. I know it's a support. It's an easy kill. Save it for somebody like this Mordekaiser. Save it for somebody like Honey Badger, who's just going here and annihilating people.
And that's just how far ahead the blue team is. J4 gets caught by a hook and Flay under the turret. Just so tanky, taking 3 people, turret, doesn't give a fuck, flashes out, walks away.
Oh, but Honey Badger actually getting caught down over here with the ultimate, but he does so much damage! You wouldn't think that somebody who only has 256 AP would blow you up that easily, but my god. So, I guess what we should really cap on again is what went on early in mid-game when they had the chance, because, you know, these fights are going to go on, and I can cast them, and you guys will see that blue team is more likely going to die.
Ooh, nice hook.
Yeah, nice hook, nice fair
Nice
assault,
ult.
but not enough. Oh, barrier comes out. Can this Captain Chemistry do it? Oh, wow. They got out of there. Okay, Rumble ultimate. Unfortunately, not well placed, not really well used. Supa just has too big of a shield. But going back into what should have happened, again, I'm going to harp on these dragons. When it's 12 minutes into the game and you just got to kill bottom lane, there is no reason to continue pushing bottom lane as 3 of you. Especially when the jungler has died. You should be rolling for a dragon. Like, you need to pay attention and realize when it is okay to take a dragon and why I should be taking it. And I was actually talking about this earlier, that you can force players to react to what you're doing by, like, a jungler and a AD carry could start dragging it, and you see people moving, and at that point you're conditioning them to what's going to happen. You are, it's behavioral conditioning.
Well, I think there's this problem too, where like a lot of people think the early dragons aren't as worth it because they aren't worth as much gold, when in reality they're worth just as much because you can take it down and know the time that it respawns.
Right. Knowing the time is the biggest part, because then you're going to get it again when it's worth more.
Right. And then you've taken 2 dragons, one worth kind of a little bit, and then one worth quite a bit.
Right. So you're only getting what, 110 gold, 120 gold or something. So,
I think it starts at 150, doesn't it?
I think it starts a little less early, and then it goes up
Does it?
rapidly from there.
But yeah, it's
I know early dragons.
even if it's not
it was
that
like
much,
120 or
it's-
something last
it's
time.
all
we did
about the map control anyway.
it. Right. Yes, map. Well, that's what I'm saying. Behavioral conditioning. You're conditioning people to move, and then you can actually force them to move in an advantageous position for yourself or disadvantageous position for them by setting them up. You know, because you continue to move at dragon. So now, oh, suddenly I have 4 people down here to teleport. They have to come and fight me.
Right. And at the very least, even if you don't take the dragon, or you force a fight, you force a teleport, whatever, you get something out of it.
Right. It's something for everybody. Oh, red team actually doing a fantastic job here, turning this around under the tower. That flash out of Rumble, a little questionable. Oh, I think Leona DC'd again. Don't kill her. Oh, no, she's back. Now you can kill her. Well, you might as well kill her. Wow, red team was pushing so hard into this base under those double turrets without those other outer inhibitors down, not be able to keep up the burst damage out of the red team. They could be throwing
Press
this.
solo there.
That's what we call a solo queue throw.
Solo queue support.
So, item buys here. Let's kind of look into what we got going. So J4 has picked up a Warmog's armor, a Locket of the Iron Stellari, a Spirit of the Elder Lizard, and a Hex Drinker. This Warmog's kind of questionable, but when you're that far ahead, extra life does give you more than armor, and magic
The
resist
Warmogs
will.
is a good buy if he plans on buying a Guardian Angel as well.
Yeah, right. Like, I'm not, like, effective health is more beneficial than armor and magic resist for the most part, especially early game, and probably he bought it more in, like, the mid game.
He's had it for a long time.
But at this point, I'm sure you're kind of going, damn, I wish I had that Randuin's Omen.
Definitely. Randuin's Omen with the slow and the attack speed reduction, just really good. Especially against the Varus.
Right. Well, Leona here picking the Spirit Visage, not a good buy at Leona. Pick up Banshee's Veil, always. Leona doesn't heal herself. So
Yeah.
you're wasting a passive. You're wasting gold. I mean, that's all there is to say about that.
I mean, the only time I would have even considered it is when it had the 20% cooldown reduction, but it no longer has that.
Right. We do see Varus going here for a Phantom Dancer to have a little bit extra movement speed. because he did go ahead and pick up the Last Whisper early, which is not a bad buy on him by any means. But we do see Leona's going to go in and hard on here. The ultimate comes down out of Fizz and Leona being picked up. Leona has been pushed. The fantastic equalizer to move people apart, but 3 of them are in too far, and they already have a ghost of, who is that? Elise Sin. So equalizer coming down just a little late. I did not see when Rumble was coming in. I'm going to assume he just came in too late to the battle. So right now, half bent. Everybody else, move to top lane, or actually move to mid lane because that inhibitor's up. Move to mid lane, just push it down. They are so low, they have not gone back to buy again. You can just start a fight, you can end this. Oh, that's why Wrecker has not been talking. I've been talking as if Wrecker is going to pick up my slack, but he's not. So as soon as he gets back to this game. But yes, he should be continuing to push down mid lane like they did. And then with that ping, everybody should be wrapping around right where Leona is right now. And walking back up there, just waiting, because then you can, you know, the minions will be coming. And this is a bad time to dive. This is a good time to siege and continue to use what you have to siege. You know, Rumble ultimate is down, and if anybody gets out of position, like right there, that Searing, you can EQ him very quickly. But that thresh hook coming out of here, the super is being caught. Wow, lots of AoE damage coming out of quite a bit. Everybody, red team's just getting blown up thanks to that combo, the AoE combo damage of Diana and Supa on Mordekaiser. So Halfbank gonna go in hard here. He is seeing red. So this game is pretty much over right now. I would call this GG. So well played by the blue team over here on this side. Unfortunately, lots of misplays there when they got a little bit big. And, oh, Kobe Monster going in hard. Honey Badger blowing him up, of course, with the damage that he's doing. We've been talking about it all game. So continue to tank that. Just push the towers down. And this game should be over. Halfback, just stay in there. Just die. Don't even care. We will wait and... Honey Badger just putting any damage once again. So the game is now over at this point. Congratulations to the blue team for picking that up and winning the game, like we said. So what is the lesson that we learned today, chat? Take dragons.
Yeah, definitely. Sorry, DC.